Alright, hi guys. I know I said last video that I was probably gonna cry my eyes out because I knew that we were gonna get introduced to Chopper, but it turns out we weren't introduced to Chopper until the very end of the video because it was mostly focused on, well, it was called Nami Deerest, right? So it was more focused on what was going on with Nami, how she got sick, and the crew going to Drum Island and meeting up with Dalton and the village and realizing that the king there, Wapol, had bounced after Blackbeard had attacked the village and taken all the doctors with him, and we got a little bit of a backstory into Vivi's relationship with Wapol and what happened in the reverie when she was a little girl. So she was a little concerned about them identifying her, right?
Yeah.
So it was mostly focused on them getting to the top of the mountain to find the witch doctor, Kureha. What did you want to say, honey? Was there something you wanted to say?
I was gonna say that, like, in the last reaction, in the last video, I had thought that them, like, sort of bringing Blackbeard into the story was, like, early now.
But then you realized
I had totally forgotten that in the anime and manga, this is when he's first mentioned also. That he's the one that attacked Drum Kingdom. For some reason, I completely forgot about that. I had it in my mind that, like, the first mention of Blackbeard was in Alabasta.
Yeah.
When Ace is talking about him and Whitebeard.
Yeah. So yeah, he tore through the village, and there was a wonderful moment between Usopp and Vivi. You know, him kind of telling her, you don't always have to know what to do, but you just start small and start somewhere, because that's a situation he's very familiar with. He's like that all the time, surrounded by these people with incredible strength and devil fruit abilities, you know, and all these skills, and a lot of the times he feels like he's not that skilled and he's just relying on his storytelling. And yeah, so he kind of shared that with her, and in her moment of feeling hopeless when it came to Alabasta and all the situation going on with the Civil War. So that was great. And then very funny moment at the end of Luffy. You okay? You sounded right?
No, it's fine.
Very funny moment with Luffy at the end, seeing Chopper for the first time, yelling out, "What is that?" I love that moment because it does really mirror very much his attitude, his behavior towards Chopper in the anime. Because Luffy's absolutely enamored and bewildered by the fact that there is a little reindeer walking around on two legs. So anyway, I think we should get started with this episode. And yes, I am pretty sure that I'm gonna cry here because I've been desperately trying to skip past people's thumbnails, but I see everybody crying on my timeline, so I do know it's coming. If you guys didn't watch our last reaction, I did say in the anime I cried quite a bit with Chopper's backstory, so bear with me if it gets kind of messy and a lot of waterworks. Like I said in the last video, both Adar and I have, I mean, if you don't have issues with kids and animals being abused, then I don't know what's wrong with you, honestly. But yeah, that's a soft spot for me. Love kids.
Chopper's
love
like a
animals.
fusion of both.
Yeah, I can't stand people
so
abusing animals. It just makes me angry, you know. I don't know. It's just the thought of animal abuse, like, they want nothing from you but love and, you know, just to be with you most of the time. And they're innocent when it comes to that. And so are children. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Anyway, I think I should get my headphones on because you seem to be ready. And I'm just kind of procrastinating and wasting time because I don't want to feel the pain. But here we go. Go ahead and hit that play button. Oh, Reindeer Shames. That's the name of the episode. Oh, so now, oh, we've got our little Luffy and Chopper back here. Oh no, are we starting with this? Oh God. Oh.
Maybe we're hallucinating. Who knows what drugs that doctor pumped us with?
No. I swear I saw that little blue-nosed monster too.
Hey!
Ew, don't call him a monster.
What are you?
He's shy.
How old are you?
Why won't you talk to us?
See, I thought he was special. But if he's just a regular animal, maybe we cook him up in a stew.
Oh, Sanji. That is a great idea.
Oh.
Some onions, some carrots, some rosemary.
Are you a bear or a person?
I think he's a raccoon or something.
A raccoon.
Whoa! Check this out! Ah, cool pirate's flag.
Leave that alone! Don't touch it, you hear me? And I'm not a raccoon. It was a reindeer.
You alright? You can talk.
Luffy's fascinated.
This is the best meal I have ever had. What is this?
It's just chicken soup. It's a classic medicinal recipe.
Want to stay here and live in this huge
just
castle,
said.
Blondie? I'll make you my personal chef.
Thanks.
I need a cook.
What was that dog?
You mean reindeer?
You mean Chopper?
I think he gets so angry when I touch that flag. Didn't like it at all.
That boy has a huge wound in his heart. Chopper's been alone his whole life.
Little boy.
No family, no friends, except for the worst doctor on the island.
Sanji feels that.
This was during the Great Doctor Hunt. That tyrant Wapol was rounding up all the doctors in Drum Kingdom. And soon, there were just 2 free physicians left. Yours truly. You gotta be kidding me. And Dr. Hiruluk.
The bridge.
Beat it.
Royal Guard is up there. I barely escaped.
You think I'm under here for the view? I won't have you blowing up my spot.
It's so funny that he's got like his hat on top of that piece of hair. I love that. It's just perfect.
You know, we should be looking out for each
Just
other.
steady drinking.
I hear you turned your last patient into a frog.
Preposterous. This frog extract is supposed to work on leg ailments. Should I have administered it intravenously? This calls for another experiment.
You go and concoct some more bizarre medicines that people find unwelcome.
It's called a noble failure. All great scientists suffer them. Today's frog is tomorrow's prince.
Only thing worse than an incompetent physician is a bad scientist.
You know, I don't need advice from some greed-driven witch.
Snake oil quack.
Greedy old hag.
Oh, wow.
Those townsfolk you love so much. This country is sick, top to bottom. And these people are so desperate without their doctors, they're scouring the treacherous valley of death for some supposed cure-all mushroom. A cure-all mushroom. Not worth injury or death. For something that doesn't even exist.
They only believe this stuff because they have no hope. But I'm working on a cure that will save this country.
Drum Kingdom cannot be saved.
You'll see.
See you around, old quack.
Not if I see you first, you bag of bones.
Oh, shit. They call each other names, man. Hysterical.
Safe at last. Idiots. Huge footprints. That turn into small footprints. this happen to you? You've been shot. No. If I don't stop the bleeding, you'll die.
Oh.
I won't shoot you. I don't even have a gun. Look, nothing up my sleeves. No weapons at all.
Crazy old man.
I would never hurt you.
Oh, baby. Okay, sir. He's kind of in shape for an old dude. He just stripped down naked in the middle of the... Oh, those eyes.
You hear what he's whistling?
Good after. Shit.
You can talk.
Uh-huh.
And you have a potty mouth.
You just cursed.
Why haven't you said anything before?
Little nose.
I don't judge.
When I spoke to the other humans, they shot at me. Because it's weird for a reindeer to talk.
Yes, I've heard the villagers' tales about an abominable snowman that lives in these woods. And I heard the gunfire last night. You must be the abominable snowman. Humankind can be so cruel.
What's an abominable snowman?
A monster. Something you are not.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you can talk, there's nothing to brag about. I can talk too. Some people say I talk too much. Your injuries are healing just fine. As soon as they do, you can go home to your family.
I don't have one. The other reindeer shunned me because of my blue nose.
Humans aren't the only ones who can be cruel. You are definitely one of a kind.
Yeah.
You were born a reindeer, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever eat a strange-looking fruit? Something you probably shouldn't have?
I was hungry.
I'm wearing them. My earrings.
We have these things, you see, called devil fruits. I think that you ate one of those and it turned you into what you are now.
Humanoid of sorts.
Speaking of hungry,
You can walk and talk now like a person, among other things.
it isn't gourmet, but
Oh.
you like that, Chopper?
Why did you call me Chopper?
Because those antlers of yours look like they could chop down trees. Tony Chopper. That's a good name.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm going to call you.
So perfect.
Chopper. I like it.
Little teeth. Little teeth are adorable.
Thank you.
Oh, and that face.
It's my extreme pleasure.
So sweet.
Chopper spent the next year with Hiruluk. They were like two awkward peas in a pod. They had their blow-ups.
Oh.
That could have killed me.
What are you talking about? I saved your life. Why would I try to kill you now, you blue-nosed fool?
Don't call me a blue-nosed fool.
Stop!
That's so cute. You got a lot of purple stuff on your head.
Doctor,
What?
this is my first fight.
And he doesn't like it.
Well, it's no wonder. You need a partner to fight. Here's a A little something for you. A peace offering.
He knows about awkward hats. And somehow the antlers magically go through. Just like in the anime. Should have cleaned your face first before you put the hat on.
You're welcome.
You can't stay like mad long at that little thing.
It's blown up 10 times. Why do we keep trying?
Once my miracle cure is perfected, this country is as good as saved.
You want to save the people? The people who shoot abominable snowmen? And me?
Listen to me, Chopper. Don't hold a grudge. After years of living under a cruel tyrant, the people of Drum are broken.
Yeah.
They've given up hope that things can change for the better. And once people lose hope, they give into fear and shoot at monsters and choppers. We need to give them their hope back.
How do we do that?
We never give up on them.
Hiruluk.
In a faraway land in the West, there was a famous robber with a serious heart problem. Unfortunately, he was rich, and so he sought out famous physicians from far and wide, but none of them could cure his disease.
None?
It was incurable. After he nearly went mad, he was passing a mountain, and there he saw a sight that took his breath away.
What was it?
Cherry blossoms. He'd never seen anything so.
So beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah.
The robber went to see yet another doctor, and to his utter surprise, the physician told him that he was
Cured.
cured.
God, this is so well done.
It was
A miracle?
a miracle. Yes, the powerful emotion that he experienced from looking at cherry blossoms had healed him.
Wow.
He's doing such an amazing job as Hiruluk.
This flag, it's a symbol of conviction. It means that nothing is impossible. It means there's no such thing as an incurable disease. I will be the doctor that saves this sick country. That's why I voice the skull and crossbones against any disease there is.
Skull and crossbones?
Yes! A symbol of faith. Hoist this flag and fight like a pirate!
What's a pirate?
Got some splaining to do.
Really? A pirate is someone who has adventures and dreams.
Little bag.
Never, ever gives up. Oh, Chopper, this island is but a tiny speck in a world beyond imagining.
Really?
Set sail one day, and you'll discover just how small your problems really are. Your destiny lies beyond that shining sea.
But the good times didn't last. They rarely do.
Yeah.
Chopper, I'm happy to say your treatment is finally complete. Take care of yourself. You're free to go.
Huh?
Your wounds have healed. You're free to live your life any way you want. Now go. I have work to do.
But I'm not healed. I have a stomachache. I have a fever.
I don't have to keep looking after you any longer, Chopper. You can take care of yourself.
Please don't do this, Doctor. I don't have any friends. I don't have anywhere else to go. I promise I won't be in any trouble. I swear.
Go away!
But
I'm done with you! You blue-nosed fool!
Doctor, why? What did I do?
Nothing.
Doctor, please open the door, Doctor. Doctor, what did I do? Please open the door, Doctor, please.
He's just sick.
Doctor, please. What did I do?
This is very, very hard for him.
No. No.
Oh God. Oh. Oh. And we're seeing his side. They don't really show this in the anime.
They do.
They do? I don't remember that. Oh, oh.
No wonder he doesn't like humans.
If you ask me, it's his best quality.
Very sick again.
He was still sick.
You're a goner.
Oh.
He lied about the cherry blossoms healing
Some
and
way
they just
to
made him
prolong my
happy.
life just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Use your skills.
The laugh.
I am not just a greed-driven witch. I've got skills.
And you're the only other doctor left. I need more time to finish my life's work.
So go back to that land where you saw those cherry blossoms.
The cure-all mushroom the villagers talk about.
Doesn't exist. And even if it did, nobody gets out of the Valley of Death alive. Where's your pet?
Chopper's not a pet. I'm the only friend he's ever known.
Yeah.
That's why I had to kick him out.
What?
It would be an unbearable shock
For
if I
him.
died right in front of his eyes.
Yeah.
We're a lot alike, he and I.
You're both clumsy.
Give him one last present, one last thing to show him that nothing is impossible. But I know time is not on my side.
No. Yeah, the cherry blossom just made him happy. He was always sick. Oh,
Please finish my life's work and take care of Chopper.
You seriously expect me to finish your foolish research? Look after your weird pet? You should know me better than that. The answer is no. Get your affairs in order, old quack.
Kureha.
Hiruluk worked feverishly those last few days.
Time is of the essence here, old man. Joy. Oh man.
It's working. It's working. Oh. Chopper, this is it!
Oh,
The reaction we've been waiting for!
Chopper's gone.
Chopper!
God, what a brilliant performance, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got it.
oh, baby boy.
Chopper, what?
You got the mushroom.
What the hell has happened to you? Where? Chopper, where have you been?
I found the mushroom.
What the cure-all the villagers have been talking about. You found it. For me.
I want to become a doctor too. And I want you to be my first patient. Teach me how to be one. Why can't a reindeer be a doctor?
Baby.
Of course you can, Chopper. You've got the most important qualification. A big heart. Oh, my boy.
That's his boy, man. It's his son.
Okay.
Is the mushroom soup working?
It was terrible. Good medicine always tastes bad. Thank you, Chopper. Now I must take my leave. I've gotten word that the doctors being held at Drum Castle have fallen ill. I'm going to heal them.
Is that medicine?
Explosives.
Why do you keep looking at me?
Castle is heavily guarded.
Explosives.
Fight my way in.
Hiruluk.
I'll come with you.
No. You're in worse shape than I am. You stay here and rest. You're going to make a fine doctor one day, Chopper. I'm living proof of that.
This song.
Hiruluk! Where is he?
Now that he's better, he's gone to heal the sick doctors in the castle.
He's not better. His disease is incurable.
I found the cure-all mushroom from the book and made him some soup.
What mushroom? Show me.
The skull and crossbones means anything is possible. Any disease can be cured.
Silly old man didn't tell him.
You idiot! That symbol means it's lethal. Whoever eats that mushroom dies within the hour.
You're lying.
I do not lie. He knew it was poisonous. He drank it anyway.
Because he knew he was dying.
Why would he do that?
Because he had a soft spot for you. In his misguided, oversized heart.
It was like,
There's no such thing as a cure-all. If you really want to save people, you need to study. Because without those skills, you will not save a single person.
oh, Chopper.
The doctor said.
That fool.
I told you what he needed you to believe.
Dr. Hiruluk won't be back.
Yeah.
He's gone to make Drum Castle his grave.
Yeah. Baby boy, man. I ain't seen him cry. After here to look, man. You fucking shut up.
I shall do all within my power to ease the suffering of the sick.
Oh God, Michaela.
I've come to save you.
Yo, her voice acting, dude. This son of a bitch.
I shudder to think what would become of Drum were you to fall ill.
While your due diligence is commendable, your concern is misplaced. I'm as fit as a fiddle. It's too tight.
Forgive me, Kiwa.
Take this one away. And see that he is severely punished.
Oh, Dalton's like,
My liege,
look at all the
the
doctors
fugitive
standing.
doctor has arrived.
Take me to the patient. I have come to heal the sick doctors.
As you can see, no one here is sick.
Everyone is sick.
It was just me being tricked.
I thought you had to be smart to be a physician.
God, this fucking mouse.
I order the immediate execution of this fugitive doctor.
Knowing the danger, why did you come? I am a doctor. If someone is sick, I'm going to try to treat them.
If this were an emergency, I wouldn't call for a quack like you.
Oh, boy.
Shoot the rebels dead.
Oh, he's really struggling.
You can't kill me. When does a man die? Is it when a bullet pierces his heart? Or he's stricken by an incurable disease? Is it when he eats soup made from a poisonous mushroom? No. A man dies when he is forgotten. I may disappear, but my dream will live on, and the ailing people of Drum will be healed.
Is it true for a country as well? Can Drum Kingdom be saved?
Yeah.
As long as there is someone to carry it on.
What are you blabbering about?
Shut up.
Soon, a monster will appear. Please don't hurt him. He is my son.
Oh god.
Shoot him! Thank you, Chopper.
Here's to you, old quack.
Dedicating that drink to Kureha.
Shut up.
What a damn fool! Kill the monster, son!
Oh, fuck you, guy. Oh. No. Wow. Wow.
If you can't beat me, you won't stand a chance against them. Don't sacrifice yourself needlessly for this country. Live. Please. Go home. Your father would want that.
Oh. So. Okay.
Where is the beast? Did you not bring me his head?
I've turned a blind eye for a long time. But now I see where this country is headed. And I won't walk that path any longer.
Son of a bitch.
Defy me? Me? Your king?
Go to hell. Isn't he your captain?
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I will become a doctor. I will become a cure-all for every disease. I won't give up. Please teach me everything you know.
Why would I do that?
Because he really wants to learn, and Dr. Hiruluk told him so. That's his banner of hope.
Call me Doctorine.
Doctorine. Doctorine. Good woman. And now you're his mama. They're all fucked up, man. Welcome to our boat, man. We're all fucked up too. And Luffy's still eating. Jesus Christ.
Where's he going?
He's still standing there.
Hey, I'm sorry for snapping last night. The pressure getting to me too, I guess.
Yeah, it's human.
But I brought you breakfast.
Peace offering. Right away, he took a double take.
He's like, we're cool. You heard him.
He just went.
Smoke.
It's like, all right, we're good now.
Didn't see any boats coming in.
I'll investigate.
I'll join.
No. Stay. Please. It could be nothing.
Or it could be something.
If you have the trust of the Princess of Alabasta, then
He knew.
perhaps I can trust you as well.
He did recognize
her.
You knew about Vivi?
Not at first.
Hmm.
We'd met before,
She was very young.
long time ago. She is a very impressive young woman.
Indeed.
We'll stay.
Oh, goodness.
Did you just volunteer to be acting captain of the guard? You did tell me to do something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sora's standing there like he's immovable.
Hey! I told you not to touch that!
I respect all pirate flags. It shouldn't just be sitting inside some box. It should be hung. Proudly. Especially this one.
Let's put it where it belongs.
God, Luffy, you are so special. Yeah, he's the stretchy kind.
Oh, shit.
I'm a monster too. Isn't it great?
She's so good. So. Oh! That was pretty cool. Oh my god! Son of a bitch, man.
It's the traitor lives.
Not for long.
Yep, they're
Fucking
back.
Loonies, man. It's not gonna end here, is it? Oh shit. Fuck me, man. Alright, well after this we got one more episode to go and we know what's coming. Wow. Okay, so yeah. You wanna go first?
This was done so well.
Yeah. Oh.
This adaptation, I can't even talk. This is on par with, if not even a little bit better than like the anime and manga version of Chopper's flashback. It was spot on. It really was. It was like all the emotion was there. It was all there, man. It was there from Hiruluk. It was there with Chopper. It was.
They touched on all the key moments with Kureha, her relationship with Hiruluk.
I would say some parts of it are like
The sweetness between Hiruluk and Chopper, I think.
I would say some parts of it are like a little bit like toned down from how they are in the anime and manga.
Yeah, because it can get a lot more
Because like
brutal.
Hiruluk, like when he kicks Chopper out in the anime and manga, like some people will know. He even goes as far as to like get a gun and start shooting, like acting like he's gonna shoot him to get him to leave.
Right.
He doesn't actually shoot him.
No, but he looks.
But
like
he
he's
shoots
going
like
to.
around him, like at the floor around him, saying like,
'Cause
"Get out of
Chopper
here,
doesn't want to
scram!"
go.
to
Yeah.
make Chopper leave.
And also, they actually show like what we saw in the beginning. They actually show him in like human form, like hurt
Yeah.
from the chase of the humans, the hunt.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awful. I think they did tone that down a bit, but I can understand why. Yeah, because it's already brutal as it is. I mean, it's painful to watch as it is, and him showing up like all beat up and bloody with the mushroom.
Yeah.
Just being hurt in general, not just physically but emotionally. I think that really gets people, and it definitely got to me because seeing Chopper cry, and my God, Michaela Hoover's voice acting, those moments when, you know, she had Chopper screaming out and crying.
Yeah.
There was like real pain in her voice. Yeah, it was incredible. And it's my understanding too that there's different people that are like wearing bodysuits for Chopper. Like it's face caption from Michaela and her voice, but there's somebody wearing the little bodysuits. The moments that they shared with Hiruluk, who by the way, his name is Mark Herlik. Harelik. So it's very similar to Hiruluk. So the gentleman was kind of destined to play the part.
Yeah.
And what a great performance. My goodness.
A great performance. That was like...
He's an incredible actor, but this moment, his portrayal of him, you know, kind of like a little bit of a mad scientist, but with an enormous heart and an adventurer. He encapsulated all of that. Also, Katie Seagal, Jesus Christ, man. She is Dr. Kureha. Dr.
Yeah.
She, you know, her frustration and anger towards him in the beginning, but at the same time, the respect that she has for him is so palpable because she gets upset with him when he does things that put his life in danger.
Yeah.
You can see she's frustrated with him, but she cares, but she also like curses him out and tells him off. So it's a very odd relationship, but it's kind of like the frustration that sometimes siblings may feel with another sibling when they act stupid.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the sense I always had between her and Hiruluk, right? And how she becomes basically Chopper's mama bear. You know?
Yeah.
Not only his teacher, but his mom. She takes on that parent role.
They didn't do what I thought they were gonna do with like having classical music when Hiruluk blew himself up like they do in the anime.
Yeah.
In the anime, it's like super dramatic because it goes like silent when he blows himself up, and there's like classical music. I forget what song plays in the background.
It's alright.
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't be the same. The music for the show's been on point.
I love the way they did it though. Because some people,
the lines that
this is really messed up. Like some people, oh yeah, the lines, that speech he gave was spot on. That was like exactly the way it is.
I know, that made me cry.
In the anime and the manga, the speech before
not only
he blows
did seeing
himself
Chopper
up.
hurt make me cry, but that speech.
Yeah.
You know, when does a man die? That whole thing
when he's
always
forgotten.
fucked me up with with Hiruluk and Sir,
The
Mr.
dream
Mark,
never dies.
Mr. Mark Herlik or Herlik, however you pronounce your last name. Yeah, that was incredible.
But yeah, this is kind of messed up. But some people apparently find it like kind of funny in the anime for some reason.
The
like
classical music?
The classical music when Hiruluk self-detonates. Like,
oh Lord.
I mean,
Fine.
I thought it was like dramatic, and then it added more weight to the moment. But there's some people that, for some reason, just think in the anime it's funny. I think it would be very hard to find this version of his death funny. You know?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, just fucking spot on with everything, man. Right from, you know, the chase down to the introduction of little Chopper being afraid to talk to Luffy and Sanji, and, you know, the back and forth moments where we see Kureha telling the story to the group, and
they brought up the important
flag moment,
the important plot point too of Chopper's character sort of being caught between two worlds and like not accepted by either.
Yeah,
you know, he's
humans don't want him, but his deers, his peers, the Deerest, did not want him
because
either.
he ate the human fruit. Like,
they don't say he ate the human fruit in this show,
but that is
they
what
might
it's
say
called.
it later. It is called that.
That in addition to his blue nose made him like not reindeer enough for the other reindeers, so they rejected him. They show actually in the anime and
No,
manga
and Dr. Hiruluk.
that even his family, even like his parents, like his
banished him.
reindeer father, I think they show it.
I
in
mean,
the
that
anime
happens
and manga,
in
banished him.
nature, you know, when
And
an animal is like different or weaker in the pack, sometimes the pack will discard that.
and he's also too animal to be human.
Yeah.
So the humans, their first instinct was always to shoot at him and beat him up and like stab him with
I
stuff.
love
You
that
know,
Luffy
chase him around.
stretches his arms and he looks at him and he's like, yeah, I'm a monster too. Isn't that cool? Like, he just makes him
That's
feel
important.
accepted and
That's
you know,
really important.
like his equal, like, hey, you're like me, you know.
Yeah.
We're pirates, you know. It's just so special how he, you know, he brings out the flag and he's like, this shouldn't be in a box, you know, it should hang high and proud. You know,
Yeah.
he makes him feel proud of who he is and what he's
Because
accomplished.
to Hiruluk, like the Skull and Bones, like even though he's not a pirate, and he never was a pirate, to him the Skull and Bones just represents
Represented
like
freedom and
the
adventure.
bravery and
Mm.
freedom of pirates, just like fighting against something, like
Yeah.
not yielding to something. And that's his perspective, sort of, on like fighting disease.
In that
in the
moment
world. Like
when
never yield
give
to
up,
disease.
right?
You know,
In that
always
moment
find
when
a
they
way.
were looking out at the ocean and he
Never
said,
despair.
Yeah.
You know.
Your journey will take you somewhere, my son. You know, you should like leave this place and travel. Like that was such a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Kind of leading into what's to come. And I also love that they showed Kureha finding the little pink powder. So important. Yeah, they just hit all the important points and all the emotional points they needed to hit for me. I think that little banter, that back and forth bickering between Kureha and Hiruluk was like really special too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the stars of the show, honestly. Hiruluk, Kureha, and little Chopper, man. Like the eyes, the way they got his eyes and his expression, you know, like fear, bewilderment, and happiness, and tears, and the little mouth expressions with the teeth. They're just so cute.
Yeah.
His little face, you just want to grab his like little nozzle. So cute, so huggable. I love what they've done with Chopper. Honestly, he's adorable, and it's interesting too that they showed Miss All Sunday kind of like peeping in and out between people in the village and making poor Vivi feel unsettled.
Yeah.
You know, I like that they kind of have her looming in the background.
I
'Cause
kind of
that's important.
I kind of thought they were gonna show Dalton's whole like deal there. I thought they were gonna show him like
Transform.
yeah,
Mm.
use his ability.
Well, maybe. I mean, we have one more episode.
We're gonna see that there, obviously.
We
but
still have
I thought
more
it
to
was gonna
see
be,
because now he's got 3 arrows in his chest. Poor Dalton. Such a good man. Such a noble man. And
yeah,
he just couldn't take it anymore. You know, the bullshit that Wapol, you know, kind of exerts on people. He's just, because you're royalty, you think you have a right to everything and to step on everybody. And how dare anybody tighten the blood pressure thing around his arm too tight? You know, maybe if your blood pressure's high, maybe you need to eat healthier.
yeah,
You know, stop chomping down everything. You know, now that you've got that devil fruit power, right? He's probably eating whatever he wants and can. That's got to do wonders for your health.
I wonder when they're gonna get into like the different like types, like the different classifications of devil.
Mm.
When they're gonna elaborate. On
Well,
that,
definitely
explain
not
which
this season because we've got one more episode to go.
I mean,
We're
they
not gonna
could
talk
they
about
could
that.
mention the term like Zoan devil fruit in
Yeah,
the
they
next
could.
episode with like Dalton's whole thing. But
Yeah, that's definitely spoiler for anyone who
Yeah.
hasn't, you know, who hasn't seen it. But yeah, at this point in the video, they might have turned it off. I don't know. But anyway, yes, that's the name of another type of devil fruit, in case you guys didn't know. They might get into that in season 3
Yeah.
because there's quite a few types of devil fruits that are going to be introduced there.
Well, I mean, all 3 already have technically been
Yes,
introduced.
they might actually talk about it.
Yeah, because technically Smoker's type is a Logia type devil fruit. That's already been shown.
Yeah, there's going to be another big Logia.
Very big one. Very important one.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you want to add anything else. I'm honestly kind of tired. Like, crying like that makes me tired. I hope I didn't, sob too much. I know your eyes got pretty wet too. Yeah, I always cry a lot, especially with something as painful as Chopper's backstory. Yeah, that was just fucking sad.
There's one specific.
I feel so tired right now.
There's one specific frame, like people will probably know what I'm talking about in both the manga, like a specific panel, and in the anime, like that scene.
What?
In Chopper's backstory that always gets me, and I wasn't expecting them to recreate that perfectly, and they didn't, but it was close enough, and it got like the same feeling across, really. Sort of like when Chopper comes back with the mushroom, like I got it, and he's all beat up and everything. Like that specific frame is just like stuck in my mind, and like in the mind I think of like most people who watch the anime and read the manga.
For me, it's when he realizes that the mushroom is poisonous.
Holding the mushroom up, like he's making a very specific face in the anime and manga that just breaks, like it just shatters me.
Because he thinks he brought back the cure,
man. He thinks he's like. He tried so hard to get it, thinking that it was going to cure him.
Because I remember the first time I saw that mushroom, I know those mushrooms are poisonous. Those are real poisonous mushrooms, the red ones with the white spots.
He's got a little, like, timid, like, partial smile with, like, one eye just, like, shut.
Yeah.
And bleeding, and the other just, like, wide open and beady, just like, I got it.
Yeah.
Holding it up. It was...
I feel like they did a good job with that.
Yeah.
But, Kureha going off on him, like, you're so stupid. Like, it's a poisonous mushroom, and his face of, like, bewilderment, like, no, you're wrong, you must be wrong.
Because he thought the skull and bones was just, like, hope and the symbol of pirates and everything. Like,
he was absolutely 100%
it can also be
sure that it would cure him. Oh, God. That breaks me every time.
As far as spoilers go, I don't really have much to say because this episode doesn't really involve a lot of that.
No.
It really just like shows, like, it doesn't introduce a lot of stuff that's like out of the range of this part of the story. It's very much
there were no surprise characters here like there's been in other episodes.
Very much, for the most part, was Chopper's backstory. The way it is, like, at this point.
So fucking sad, man.
But one thing I will say, I guess, is that could kind of count as a spoiler. I guess if people don't already know. Chopper, for those who don't know, like I'm assuming in the last episode of this season they show it at the end, obviously, because they're gonna leave Drum Kingdom. Chopper joins the crew and he becomes their doctor. He becomes the doctor of the Straw Hats. One thing that's
he wants a doctor.
really important that they touch on, like in his backstory, is sort of like, I want to be the cure-all to all the diseases in this world. I want to cure not just this country of Drum Kingdom, but the whole world.
Yeah.
And that is his dream.
Yeah.
As a pirate on the Straw Hats, because all of them have their big dream and goal.
I'm gonna be the cure-all.
Yeah, that is his dream, to cure every illness, every ailment, like, of humanity, including despair and heartache. Not just physical sickness, but just sickness of the soul too.
Yeah.
Which is really what Hiruluk, like,
wanted.
That's the point he was trying to hammer home with the whole, like, hope thing.
Yeah, he wanted to bring hope back to his island too.
Curing not just the sickness of the body, but the sickness of the soul.
Wapol had robbed people of.
The sickness of the heart and soul, not just the physical form.
Yeah.
Just by being cute, he already, like...
Yeah,
he already cures people just from that.
His little dance and stuff. So cute. Anyway, I am tired. Yeah, crying and all that emotional stuff just kind of fucking drains me. And I gotta commence editing the next episode that we reacted to. So yeah, that's it. That's all we gotta say for this one.
Yeah.
We're just looking forward to the next episode, the very last one. So far, this season's been a blast. No pun intended with the blast in this episode. R.I.P. Dr. Hiruluk. For being in just one episode. Again, Mr. Mark, you did an amazing job. And Michaela Hoover, fabulous voice acting, honestly. And the facial expressions are on point. Everyone in this episode again was amazing. I have no complaints whatsoever on any single episode for the entire season thus far. So yeah, with that said, I would love to hear your comments, your thoughts down below. Share what you thought about this episode. What were the key moments that got you? Anything that made you bawl your eyes out? Or, you know, whatever it is that you felt. All thoughts are welcome.
Probably hit people really hard who are like just seeing this stuff in the live action for the first time. Like they probably got hit especially hard by it.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with the source material, you're already like somewhat prepared for it, like we were.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, still, it was still heartbreaking to see. Even though I knew what was coming, I'm like, it's still so hard to see him hurt, man. In any kind of pain, whether it's physical or emotional. Yeah, with that said, guys, if you did enjoy our reaction with tears and all, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you get notified when we upload the next episode of the last episode of Season 2. One Piece live action. Catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.